Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is just such an incredible day that we get to pause and celebrate the mothers in our lives. But I also recognize that it is a day when many mothers grieve or many women grieve. And so I wanted to just pop in here and celebrate our mothers, but then also speak to the mother out there, to the mother who has lost a child, to whom this day reminds them of grief and pain and sorrow. I pray that God will surround you with comfort and peace, that you'll be able to still laugh even in the middle of your grief. To the woman who has never had a chance of being a biological mother, and your heart grieves when others celebrate, I want you to know that you are still valued, that you are still important, that you matter. And yes, you might not have a biological child, but you've been surrounded by many others, and I believe you've nurtured many others. To the mother out there who is alone, even though you've been blessed with countless kids, but today you find yourself alone because your kids are all grown and they are scattered all around the place, all around the world. And even though you are glad that they are thriving and they are happy, but you sense, you have a feeling of aloneness. I want you to know that you are important, and I believe that your kids cherish you, that you are loved, and that you are valued. To the mother who has to raise all her kids all alone, the single mama out there, you wonder if you can make it. Some days you wake up and you're like, one more day, can I do it? I want you to know that the grace of God is available for you, and you've got this. You can do it. Just keep going one day at a time. And don't forget, teach your kids the ways of the Lord. That is going to be the best gift you can give them. To the mothers who are surrounded by children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren who sense loved, we celebrate you today. But then also to the mothers who are in tension with their kids, who are living in strife, and for months or years you haven't had a chance of speaking to the child that you loved because you've grown up and each one has part ways, maybe because of a disagreement. I pray God will bring healing. God will restore your relationship. That hope will be restored, that life again will be restored. That in this season of celebration, that God will use this to walk a walk that Him alone can do. In your heart, also in the life of your children. So to every mother out there, whether you're a biological mother, whether you are a spiritual mother, I want you to know that you are celebrated. But also to the mother whose child is behind bars, always dealing with something, maybe a drug addiction, and your heart aches every time and you wonder, where did I miss it? Where did I go wrong? I want you to know that God has that child. That if you would constantly seek the Lord, if you would stay at the face of God and do your part and let God take the rest, that He would change them. Whether it's behind bars, He can encounter them in that place. Whether it's in an addiction situation, God can encounter them. That's some things we can't change. And it gets to a place where we just have to step back and just watch and see and pray and see what God does. When we've done all what we can, I'm not saying we don't do what we can. When we've done all what we can, there are times when we just have to step back. So I want you to know, mother, don't feel guilty. Don't feel condemned. I want you to know that God is able to turn that child around. But I also wanted to use this time to give a shout out to some precious mothers. In my life, I believe I'm not just a product of one woman. Yes, one woman laid the foundation and sowed the seed and catered for me and believed in me to be where I am. But along my life, God has brought many other women in my life who have become like mothers. And so the first shout out to Mama Martha Raman. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you, and I know you know that. To Sister Sunday Noah, thank you. Happy Mother's Day. To Mama Balinga, thank you. Happy Mother's Day. To Mama Kuno Hoda, thank you. Happy Mother's Day. To Mother Della Belle, Happy Mother's Day. And to all the friends in my life who are incredible mothers, I celebrate you and I thank you for your friendship. To my siblings who are mothers of amazing kids who've made me auntie, I celebrate you this morning. And to every mother, happy Mother's Day. And I hope you have a wonderful day no matter your situation. May God's peace and God's presence be with you. Shalom.